everybody, and welcome back to Universe Sandbox 2, and we have an update! The Hyperbolic update will change your life. Those are the kind of updates I like to hear. This update features improvements to orbits and motion, improved support for hyperbolic trajectories. So hyperbolic, like, you guys know what a parabola is. A hyperbola is like the opposite of that. Like, a parabola is like one continuous thingamabob, and a hyperbola is this. So it's like something's going outwards, and also I think this is a picture right there. I'm just trying to sound like a smartass. A hyperbolic trajectory is a path of an object that is affected by the gravity of a parent object, but not enough to be pulled into an orbit. Instead, it escapes the gravitational influence and continues towards infinity. I didn't soak that in. If an object is going too fast, it won't go into orbit just because there wasn't enough force to just pull it directly into that body. So that's what's called a gravity assist. So there's a planet and there's a comet. It'll fly by the planet, but the gravitational pull will pull the comet, but the comet will be going too fast and it'll just fling into space that way. That's a hyperbolic trajectory? I thought you could do that with Universe Sandbox too. But you know what? We can have some fun with this. Let's have some fun with this then. So it's an interstellar object just coming from wherever, and it's gonna fling pretty much just around the sun. Oh, and there it is right there. Oh, it's Oumuamua. It's the comet. Or that asteroid. I actually showed this in like maybe 2 or 3 videos of this game ago. It's Oumuamua. Oumuamua. That's how I pronounced it. Oumuamua. Nearly every known natural object in the solar system travels around the sun in an elliptical orbit. Exactly. That is, their path around the sun is shaped like an ellipse, and they continue to repeat roughly the same path every time around, with some alterations due to gravity of other nearby planets and objects. In mathematics, we use the term eccentricity to describe how circular an orbit is. An orbit with an eccentricity of 0 is a perfect circle. And Earth is not a perfect circle, by the way. We're like 0.9999999 something eccentricity, or point, you know what I mean? It's like so close to a perfect circle, but not. As the eccentricity of an object gets closer to 1, the orbit becomes more stretched and elongated. When the eccentricity is 1 or greater, the body no longer travels in a closed elliptical orbit. Instead, the body travels on a gradually straightening path, never to return. So actually 0.99999 is basically like the most ellipse it can get. So it's actually like, yeah, 0.00001. But that's what a bunch of leading zeros sounds like to me. Let's try to mess with hyperbolic trajectories. I swear this was a thing. I don't know what is new about this, but it is new. That is the new update, and it will change our life, according to the developers. Not to be too sarcastic, but I'm expecting some life-changing stuff when you dare to call an update life-changing. It better change me. I'm gonna be a changed person after this. I want to launch this thing, but this thing has to be going so fast. Wow, 7,000 kilometers per second. Is that gonna be good enough? Let me slow this down. I'll have to slow this down to like less than a second. Spin right around it. I actually think this is going to go right into the black hole still. Based on the predicted trajectory, it's not going to be hyperbolic. And then, yeah, it'll just get sucked in and then... Okay, so maybe a little bit faster. 100,000 kilometers per second. Okay, that's how fast the star's going there. 20 seconds per second, and you think about how big the sun is. That's pretty impressive. Like, you had that noticeable movement in like 20 seconds per second. All right. And this is still probably... Actually, it may not get... Oh, that was cool. It was doing the, what do you call it? The Roche limit. It was tearing apart the star. But it still got sucked up. Holy crap. Fire it there. Okay. And then it'll do its Roche limit thing, where it tears apart the star. Okay, curve around. God, okay, it needs to go even faster then. All right, let's put another 0 in here then. So it's like we're about to cross the event horizon. And once it crosses the event horizon, there's no going back. Okay, let's not go into the event horizon. And let's see if this curves the sun. Come on, give it a gravity assist. Might be going just a little too fast here. I mean, I think it's curving it a little bit. I mean, it's very slightly. Just remember, this is like just on the cusp of the event horizon. Like, we are about to get sucked up into a black hole, but manage... Oh, that was beautiful. but managed to somehow escape. And you know what? This thing is going to end up getting slowed down so much. I don't even know. I think you can call that a hyperbolic trajectory. Maybe you do. Let's do it a little bit further out. Let's go right here. Okay. Oh, I got sucked up there. Got to get something beautiful. Okay, maybe a little bit further out. Okay. Don't get sucked up. Yo, beautiful! And look at that. It tore apart because that was just. Oh my god. Okay. We're going at 6 minutes per second. Let's just keep this right here. Okay, and slow it down. I want. Oh, careful. Slow it. No, slow it down. I want to see what that looked like. Okay. Here we go. Well, that is the result of a star getting a gravity assist by a black hole. It just tears apart and doesn't supernova. How much mass did we end up losing just from flying by there? It's the mass of 800 Jupiters. How much is that in terms of suns? We lost 25% of our mass as soon as we did that. And that was actually the most dramatic gravity assist. That must have been the closest one because none of them curved this far out. Get like a big star. Boom. Watch them all curve like that. We're going to get a random supernova somewhere. All right, let's try an experiment with the Earth. Earth is looking mighty fine today. We're going to try and do, I guess, a nice little Roche limit experiment with Mercury. So we're going to shoot Mercury right past the Earth, and let's slow down Earth so it doesn't look like it's spinning, and we're going in the minutes per second. So if we launch Mercury, 3 kilometers per second. Now let's go like 100 kilometers per second. Mercury's just going to whiz right by Earth. So let's just fire that there. Okay, will Mercury get torn apart? And will there be enough of a gravity assist? Maybe Mercury needs to go slower. Let's make it go slower then. Also, I'm saying Mercury. Is it Mercury? I don't know. 10 kilometers per second. All right, don't crash into planet Earth. I want to have you curve around. Oh, don't get sucked in. It's curving. Hyperbolic trajectory. It did curve, but not enough. Oh, that's the Roche limit. I'm like, I didn't see you crash into there, but that's what that is. That's because the tidal forces are so strong. Earth's gravitational pull against Mercury's, it's so strong against the crust or the surface of Mercury that it's tearing it apart. So we're actually ripping Mercury apart by being so close. Let's get the moon just enough. You'll get so close. Oh, no, you're going to collide. Oh, wait. No way. Did that just happen? Or was that a glitch? Because we totally just clipped the Earth and it didn't do the thing where it just sucks in the mass. It actually stayed on course. I like that. I want to try that again. I mean, that might have just been a coincidence, but we'll see. Don't just suck in. Don't suck in. Okay. That's totally a thing. They improved collisions, I think, and that might just be the hyperbolic trajectory thing. There probably isn't some set limit now, like where once it just gets this close, just suck it all the way in. That's what it felt like they did. But it seemed like it was more, there was resistance. Like once the moon started crashing into the Earth, that's going to bring a big slowdown, and then it goes right in. But there was a lot more resistance there than in the past. So we're just going to keep clipping this thing. And also, look at this stuff right here. Sorry, Earth. You just look like an orange Earth now, because that is terrifying. Because we still have clouds, and yet half the planet is currently molten. All right, clip the moon again. Clip the Earth. Boom! Come on. No, don't. Ooh. All right, let's just get bigger and bigger and bigger. No, just clip it. There you go. You clipped it. But I want you to stay in orbit, or at least make some kind of orbit where it goes this far. Maybe there needs to be a much greater mass difference. So let's try Pluto. Let's try sending Pluto out. Pluto, just keep clipping. No, okay, let's get it a little bit further. Okay, keep going, Pluto. Don't get sucked in. Ooh. Okay, that was really going. Okay, that's still too much. All right, let's send Pluto out this way. Don't directly collide with the planet, and you just did. Don't get too close, Pluto. Okay, now curve around. Stay curved around. It's so close. Okay, it clipped it. It clipped it. Okay. All right, I think we're done with the hyperbolic stuff, but now this is like, we discovered clipping objects into other objects because I just find that funny. I just think that's like a dude running down the street and he just runs into a pole or something like that. Or a dude on a motorcycle is like riding and then he just like hits something with his hand and he goes flying off his bike. You know, it's not the best thoughts, but that's kind of like what I'm thinking of right now. And this is just a blue marble, but it's soon going to be an orange marble. So we're going to take the planet Venus, launch it, and let's just do like some absurd velocity, like 1,000 kilometers per second, and slow this down. And then we're just going to like clip we're going to clip Venus with Kepler 69c. And it creates this ridiculous spin. Oh boy, yeah, slow that down. I want to do that again and maybe just get some ridiculous spin by repeatedly clipping the planet. Look at it roll! Oh, this one actually might get sucked up, but I'm not sure. They're just like, who's sucking up who right now? Like the mass. I can't tell if Venus is getting bigger or what, but they're not just fully absorbing. They're in this for the long haul. Maybe speed that up a little bit. Who's gonna ultimately win this fight here? He's slowly sucking up Venus. Look at all of these craters that are getting created. And that is so loud. Oh my god. That's hilarious. It just keeps rolling. It's like a snowman or BB-8. We created BB-8. Okay, I have to get away from that. But that has to be new. That has to be new. I didn't see that anywhere in the patch notes that like, let's see, more. I just see in the patch notes, more precise control of orbital elements. That could be the more precise control. They won't just like suck up. I like it though. I like it. That makes for more interesting experiments. So let's do that again. That was a good velocity, by the way, 1,000 kilometers per second. You just had Venus going right into there. But what if we had two Earths? Like, now that begs the question, which Earth will win? If it's like the exact same mass? I mean, actually, I'm assuming like the Earth that's getting launched will probably win. Or actually, I don't know. Let's just clip Earth with the Earth. And, you know, since for fun, I guess we'll clip it on the ice cap so that way we can just induce global warming ourselves. Because we don't need anything else. Let's do that. Ooh, I think we just completely missed. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, actually, I think I spawned it past Earth. So maybe be a little bit further out. Right here. Okay. Wait. Oh my god, the sound is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to just like edit that in post. But okay, so we have this situation going here. What if, I wonder, no? The binary planetary objects, like the literal two-headed planet, can't become a three-headed planet? They're actually finally separating. Now, the big question will be now, since they are separating and spinning in an exact opposite directions, are they the exact same mass? Okay, this one's 1.2 Earth, and this one is 37 moons, so this one really lost out on some mass. That was the one that collided, the one that actually got shot. So I basically shot my mass into this Earth. Sorry, I couldn't have phrased that any better. But there you go. Now, okay. Better experiment, and I like how my excited spin right there. So we have Earth spinning this way, and then if we launch Earth, let's launch Earth in the complete opposite direction to try to nullify the spin. I think I've done this before, a long time ago. Now, like, it's starting to sound familiar. Very similar experiment. Okay, clip Earth here. Oh my god, we rolled both of them, and we ended up creating like pretty much the exact same synchronized spin. That's weird. Let's do it one more time. Maybe we can get this like floating still. And it's weird because these guys aren't drifting into each other. They're just like following each other now. So I might just leave things like this and see if we can have some fun with that. Actually, yeah, I don't even want to touch this because how stable is this? Let's speed this up. Okay. Whoa, what's going on? You are slowly getting towards it, so it's not exactly stable, and then they're gonna touch and probably end up... Or actually... What? Okay, now it's going past, but will you guys eventually, like, just leave each other? Okay. They are just going to eventually leave each other. I thought they were getting into some kind of cosmic dance. Wow. Boom! Barely even affected Earth's spin. Let's do it again. Boom! And then here we try it one more time. Boom! That's hyperbolic trajectories with a little bit of a segue into colliding planets by just clipping each other, and not really colliding, clipping planets. Clothesline them, you know, the real satisfying stuff that you would see in some kind of like America's Funniest Home Videos thing, or some like try not to laugh challenge on YouTube. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this update that changed your life, and I will see you all later. This feels like something you would see in a differential equations class. I feel like I'm watching a vector field, and where the sun is basically the asymptotes, meaning everything will get infinitely large or small depending on which axis.